What about the perspective? What about literally understanding that somebody on TikTok that's like, why are you making these videos? You're so fucking ugly, versus the people you love more than life literally become terminally ill. Talk to me about that. Do you ever play that game? Have you ever done that?
I've experienced it, not that someone's died, but like I've experienced being sad about something that's kind of trivial, and then something really bad happens, and then I'm like, oh, why was I sad about that? Now like something.
Can you give me that example?
I can't remember exactly what happened, but I do remember being in that position a few times.
Good.
I'm trying to think of a specific
Let me help you even more. If you can't think of a specific time, then the really bad thing wasn't really bad. I'm talking real shit with you.
Yeah.
No, really, this really helps me. And I know this one's a little weird. And sometimes when I put this out, people are a little weird with me on it. I'm like, look, listen, let the record be stated forever. Nothing I talk about do I think I'm right. Everything I talk about, I know is right for me. And I hope that pieces of it might be right for others. Period. End of story. Signature done. So back to what works for me. I'm talking about real shit. I'm talking about really imagining like the things that would make you cry.
Yeah.
Like, who do you love the most? Give it to me in the top 5 order.
Good. My mom, my dad, my grandma, my sister, and my fiance.
Great. Those 5 people dying.
Ugh. Yeah.
Like, tell me, like, I always do this. Like, on the day when you got your nastiest 50 comments on TikTok, you getting a phone call from your mom crying that your grandma died, how much do you give a fuck about TikTok?
I would not care at all.
That.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. Please practice that.
I will. I definitely will.
Want to pretend like I do multiple times a week, like sit there and almost meditate like, oh my God, this person died. I'll never see them again. Like, let it set in, because what happens then is when you go in your normal day, that other shit is fucking trivial.
So you think about it even when something bad is not happening, like to just like throughout the day, if you're having a fine day, you just think about it?
Michelle, I think about it every day, which is why every day is a good day.
I like that.
It was so funny when you just said, when you're having a bad day. Every day I have bad things happen because I'm a very involved in the world person. People try to drag me down, business things go bad. You know, I have a 1,000-person company, company's getting sued. There's not a single day that I don't have things that would make other people, because I'm a real entrepreneur, I'm full like that. Like, you know, like every day I've got shit. But because I do what I told you, for me, a massively bad financial thing or like really like nasty situation feels less than one person on TikTok saying you're ugly to you right now, and I want you to be where I'm at badly. So they don't fucking matter. 89-year-old Michelle does not give a shit about Terrence 96's comment in 2020 on TikTok.
Yeah.
The fuck are you worried about being ugly or not being ugly anyway? You got a fiance.
I know. I don't know why I care.
Like,
because I feel like social media have to be beautiful or people won't like them.
What's that?
I mean, you see,
like, I think you said something super ludicrous that I want to talk about for a second. What did you just say?
All the girls on TikTok that have like the following, or people on YouTube, they look like models. I feel like that's the only way.
You know what a model looked like 20 years ago?
No.
She was skinny as fuck, and her name was Kate Moss. Do you know what a model looks like now? She's curvy as fuck and looks like she's from fucking Brazil, or to your point, has the financial means to have so much plastic surgery that she can look like a different version of herself, or filters, or lighting, or angles. What are we talking about here? And listen, I will never go into these waters fully because, first of all, I'm not a woman. Second of all, there's so many dynamics in play here. But let me promise you waters that I'm very comfortable swimming in. Other people's opinions are the greatest way to go to unhappiness. One opinion, you of yourself, is the easiest way to get to happiness. You hold too much value in the collective outside world's opinion, and you need to systematically, from this day on, chip away at that and make them matter less.
Okay.
Because what you're doing is you're playing one big game of junior high and high school.
Yeah, I hate it. I really hate it.
You can't let your life, I watch 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds every day still live in high school. I see 25-year-olds still living in high school. That's not fun. I was once on top, but then I fell off. How do I regain my energy levels? Karam, to just realize you've got no fucking choice. What I don't think people realize is you've got no choice but to get back on the game, right? To like really attack, to go. Like either you dwell on your misfortunes or you look at them as, you know, chips on your shoulders to make you better. Like I think romanticizing around losses is interesting. Like it is, oh look, my former life. It's just a mindset, like, you know, like, I think the problem is that people get to a place where they don't want to go backwards because they get fancy, right? They get accustomed to a certain lifestyle, they want certain things, and like, for me, I love the game so much more than the riches that come along with it. And so you can get real cozy and comfortable with nice homes and nice trips and dinners, but the truth is, like, I don't know, for me, it's like, you know, I'd prefer not to, you know, go backwards, but if I have to, I have to, because I made mistakes and the market made me pay for it. And you gotta love the fact that the game is fair, and like, that's it. And like, too many people are like, it's unfair. It's super fucking fair. Like, shit went down and that's it. Like, of course it's fair. Like, it is what it is. I think everything's fair. Like, your parents, you know, die in a car accident. Is that the most devastating thing in the world? Of course. It's just like, it's foundationally devastating. The problem is, at that moment in the crisis of your life, you either decide to dwell and use that as a crutch for the rest of your life, or you decide that you want to, you know, bring value to your parents' legacy and come through for the dreams they had for you. And like, that's a mindset, that's a DNA thing, that's an environment thing. The thing that I've realized is my mom instilled so much confidence in me. My circumstance of being the oldest, you know, born immigrant kid instilled confidence in me. My environment, my natural DNA, my mom, you know, a million things happened. And now all I want to do is instill confidence in others, right? You know, I want to instill confidence in others, you know? I just, oh, iPhone is muffled. I don't know, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, hello? Hello, hello, hello? I don't know if it's, anyway, I don't know if you can hear me, but bottom line is real simple. Like, I'm trying to be here every day for everybody and bring value to you guys so that you guys can feed off my energy and optimism and me in some way through my communication style instilling confidence in you or giving you courage. Feels like an incredible opportunity for me to give back to the game that's been so good to me. And so I have a level of gratitude and probably some level of guilt of how good my DNA is, how good my circumstance is. I got blessed being an immigrant and coming from, you know, not much, and having so much charisma and hunger and all that shit. And so anything I can do through my documenting, through my live streams, through my 5 Instagram posts a day, anything I can do to, you know, be a different voice from the negative voices around you, whether that negative voice is in your head, whether that negative voice is coming from your parents, whether your negative voices are coming from your coworkers or friends or, you know, girlfriends, boyfriends, that's it. And so like when Andy Sorales says, bro, chill with the acid, it makes me smile. When everybody says, give me the drugs you're giving to yourself, or this guy's on coke or whatever it is, it makes me happy. You guys can't hear me? Anyway, it makes me happy because when I know that I don't even put Advil into my system, when I know that I've never even tried smoking, when I know that it's super hard to stay positive and super easy to be cynical, which means I'm trying so hard every fucking day, that it's so much harder to be optimistic and positive. And so, you know, it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, I care so much for you to feed off of this. And on the flip side, I don't give a fuck. Outside of Liz Novello, who's in this, who's my sister, like, I'll give you everything I got, D-Rock. And if you don't take it, fuck you, right? And that's just the way it is. Like, I don't know what else to say, you know? I can only do so much. And I try to give as much as I can. And I ask for nothing. I want nothing from you other than a couple little hearts, a couple little thanks, those emails, those comments. You guys know my oxygen, it's simple. Your comments, your likes. Like, do you know how much it means to me when you guys engage with my social content? When you subscribe, when you leave a comment, when you just say thanks, when you like a post, when you leave a comment on YouTube or retweet a tweet, or, you know, that's all I ask for in return. Just a head nod, an acknowledgement. I appreciate you trying so hard to give value. You know, that's it. That's the trade. I'm out here yelling that Facebook and Instagram and YouTube should hide the following count when I'm one of the biggest beneficiaries of it. I want it gone because but by the way, this is not Facebook and TikTok and Instagram's fault. This is human beings' fault. Mm-hmm. We can't have our value tied up in other people's opinions. Ginger, a great community member, said metrics suck. They don't suck. Our interpretation of them suck. The following count and likes don't suck. We suck at valuing that over what we want to say and who we want to be in the world. You can easily win this game, Michelle. You really can.
I'm gonna try it every day.
I'm telling you, it's about perspective, getting into simplicity, not valuing other people's opinions that don't know you, understanding that it's judgment. What do you think, every guy's the hottest in the world?
No.
Well, guess what? What the fuck? What's the problem here? Like what?
Yeah.
You know how unhappy so many of those girls you admire are? I have unlimited messages from them about their unhappiness. You know how not fun it is when you're 26 and you're smart as shit and you know a ton about health and wellness or wine or sports cards, but because you're so attractive, the only affirmation you're getting is when you show TNA? You know how sad that is?
I can imagine.
It's real. It's just like somebody who's wealthy, who was born into it, who's sad, and everyone's like, well, I'll take that. Everybody wants to live in somebody else's shoes until they live in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah.
There's unhappiness in every single way. You could be lucky that you're the version of what's beautiful at this moment. Let me promise you this. When I was in junior high, having a fat ass was not hot. You may get lucky that your looks are matching what the current world's version of beauty is, but that doesn't have anything to do with fucking happiness. Beauty is so fucking subjective.
Yeah. I really want to get to a place where I don't care at all.
The way not to care at all is to
shallow.
The way not to care at all is to value kindness and empathy. It's to value who somebody is, not what they look like.
Yeah.